What's up, weirdo?
What's up, Bat Lady?
Bat lady.
Bat Lady, it's October, you're reaching your true goth form.
I know.
Go full Morticia Adams.
I know. I was thinking we could maybe go to a graveyard tomorrow. What do you think about that?
That'd be fine.
Don't
You
sound so
know,
excited.
when Halloween comes around, all of a sudden you're not so special, are you? Everybody's got black hair and spooky eyebrows and eyelashes, huh?
Hmm. You're not so special when it's spooky because you're always spooky and you're a weirdo.
I'm not so special ever.
Oh God, this just downer. Debbie Downer on this episode.
Wah wah.
It's October. Go kill yourself.
Jeez, I wasn't that much of a downer.
That's how you sound right now. I'm getting a boost of energy from the fall leaf smell and the chilly nights and the moon and the I don't know what else. Oh, we went to Zubu. That gave us a boost of energy. That day you didn't want to.
No, that was a nice day because it was nice and cool and there was nobody there and it was lacking in screaming children and most of the animals were out having a good time.
Yeah, we got to go to the Zubu, which I never been to before, and they put carved pumpkins everywhere and cute like little displays and music. And there was a truck that had apple cider slushies, and we got donuts and walked around, and it was like misty raining most of the day, and it made all the animals just like be out living their best lives. Like we never saw some of the animals doing the stuff that they were doing the other day.
I know, almost like the red panda was out walking around. The kangaroos were hopping instead of just laying on the ground being big puddles of kangaroo.
Yeah, they weren't like melted.
And
the wallaby was out.
The wallaby was out. The bears, one bear was sleeping, but
the tiger was walking, not laying.
Yeah, you put on your Instagram that you saw an otter in the tank, but it was really a seal.
No, it was otter.
No, it was a seal. They don't keep otters in that tank. They keep seals.
Yes, they do. They moved them.
No, they didn't.
That was the otter.
It was a seal.
I think it was otter. I don't think I'm wrong. I think they have the otters in both places now.
A polar bear would kill an otter.
They would kill a seal too, wouldn't it?
No, they're bigger. Seals are strong.
I think it was an otter. Seals don't hold things. It was holding a toy.
Seals hold thing with their little flapper.
I'm going to find out.
You can find out. You find out I'm right.
No, you're not.
You find out that I'm right, as usual.
I don't. I think I'm right. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Regardless, it was a cute thing that we saw. And we saw the lion baby was going crazy.
Yeah, he wanted to attack and eat everybody.
I know. I think it's a girl.
She wanted to attack and eat everybody.
I know. And then the warthogs were all standing up, chilling, digging in the dirt. The anteater we saw.
Saw the anteater, saw those eagles make a weird sound.
Yeah, the eagles were making noises. It was a really good day.
It was a good day. And then, Did we get vegan Sammys that day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Vegan Sammys. Yeah, that was a good day.
Are we going out for Halloween?
Like trick-or-treating?
No, like, are we going out and doing something?
It's on a Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the answer is no.
Well, I know I have to work the next day, so I can't, like, rage. But we can rage on Friday after our event.
Oh, yeah. Friday Rager.
Yeah, so that'll be like our Halloween.
I should bring masks.
I know. I'm going to dress up.
What was your favorite costume when you were growing up?
Good question. I feel like I did a good zombie one year. I did Catwoman one year. Can't think. I don't know. I can't remember.
When you were little, did you have because I went through the whole litany. Like I was Batman, I was Superman, I was Darth Vader, I was the Hulk, I was the Mummy. Like that's all before the age of 9.
I don't remember that small.
You don't remember that long ago?
I don't. I can't. I'm trying to picture my kid pictures in my head, and I can't freaking think of anything that I was. I'm trying to think.
There were 2 brothers in my neighborhood. They were older. They were probably 15 or 16 years old. But every Halloween, they didn't even dress up like anything. They just their whole goal was They had this big tree in front of their house, and all the kids knew this after 1 year of doing it. All the kids knew. Like, you walked up to the house, and the brothers were somewhere like in the tree. And then, like, when a big group of kids would come by, they'd jump out of the tree and chase all the kids down the block. And it got scarier every fucking year.
I don't like that.
It was great. It was Halloween, screaming.
But were they like normally bullies, or it was just like a Halloween prank thing?
It was just a Halloween prank thing. I remember specifically 1 year, like, we walked up to their house waiting for them to drop out of the trees, and they didn't. And we got our candy, and we were like 2 houses away, and we were like, wow, they must have like stopped doing it or whatever. And like right as that conversation was happening, they had buried themselves in piles of leaves on the neighbor's lawn and jumped out of the leaves and started chasing us and scared like, I dropped all my shit and ran like fucking lightning.
Yeah, that's even scarier if he thought you got past the house and then it's like, oh, guess again. And then they just pop out of nowhere.
My dad used to wear his janitor's work uniform, and he would stand by the side of our house with his chainsaw. And when kids would come up on the porch, he would pop out onto the driveway and fire up the chainsaw and scare the fuck out of everybody.
That sounds like him on a normal Tuesday.
It was psychopathic.
Yeah, that's him, all right. You're supposed to take the frickin' chain out, aren't you?
He did.
Okay, good.
Didn't have a chain on it. So one year I was going to do that thing. I think I was probably 17 or 18, but I did that thing where I dressed myself up as like Scarecrow and sat in front of my house in front of the tree. And I was going to scare kids when they walk by. And the first group of people that came toward me, there was like a dad carrying this maybe like 3-year-old baby girl dressed up as a clown. I remember this so vividly. And the dad realized that I was like a real guy. And he got down next to my face. And he was holding his daughter in his arms, but he gets down next to my face and he was so drunk. There was just like booze on his breath, so heavy. And he goes, I know you're real. So when I turn around, I want you to jump up and scare my daughter. Just make her scream. And I remember looking at this little girl in a little clown makeup. She was like 3. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And he's like, you're going to do it. You wanted to scare people. I want you to do it. It'll be fun. And I was like, no. And I literally like got up and walked in the house. It was terrible.
Ew, that guy's a murderer.
It was terrible.
I hate that story. That guy's a psycho.
That guy was a psycho. I remember it so vivid.
I mean, it's kind of funny. Like, I'm sure my dad used to pull pranks and do like weird little jokes and freaking whoopee cushions and shit. But like, that's funny when you're like 12, not 3. That's like traumatic.
Yeah, I don't like pranks.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Every prank that someone has tried to pull in my life has gone horribly fucking wrong, and they're mean.
They are mean.
There was one Christmas, I think about this all the time. There was one Christmas where my family, we were all up north at my mom and dad's house. This is probably 15 years ago. And my mom's sister comes up and she's got presents for the kids and everything. And she's got cards for all us grown up kids and whatever. So everybody's opening presents. And I look over at my mom, and my mom is like shaking, like she's like crying and shaking. And I walked over to her and I'm like, what is wrong? And she's like, Ruth gave me a Christmas card and it had a lottery ticket in it, and I scratched it off and I just won $1 million. And everybody's life is going to change, where everything's going to be better for every. And she starts crying. And my Aunt Ruth and my Uncle David are like laughing on the other side of the room. And I look at my mom's ticket and I'm like, it's not real. And my mom's like, no, it's real. I know you can't believe it. It's real. Our lives are going to change. And like, it was a fake fucking lottery ticket.
That's the meanest thing on earth.
It was the meanest fucking thing on earth to do to someone like my mother.
Yeah, especially your mom. Yeah.
Like,
that's not like.
The first thing my mom's telling me is like, all of our lives are going to change. Don't worry about things anymore. It's all going to be different for all of us. We're going to be like, and then like to tell her, no, it's just a fucking prank. Ha ha. Don't you look silly?
I remember those too. That's shitty as fuck.
Shitty. Don't prank people.
Don't prank people. Not nice.
Not nice.
Nobody likes prank. Stupid.
Why are you so preoccupied over there?
Oh, I don't know. Really burying the lead here.
Probably.
So this everybody who listens to us has been on a real journey this year because it's been wretched and there's been a lot of sad episodes. But something really crazy happened this weekend because okay, so there's my favorite rescue that I follow called I Heart Dogs, and I've fundraised for them before and I bring them stuff. And I actually, when Bean passed, I brought them all of his leftover food and treats. So Thursday night, they posted the most perfect doggo in their Instagram story, which I never even look at. They didn't put him on their Facebook or their Instagram page, just in the story. So I see it and I'm like, oh my God, like my stomach jumped. I'm like, I like lost it. So my friend works for that rescue. And I DM'd her and I'm like, tell me everything you know about this dog. What's going on? What's happening? I'm like, my heart is exploding. And she's like, here, fill out an application, blah, blah, blah. Online, I'll find out everything. So yeah. So I woke up Friday. They called me. I was on the phone with them for half an hour. I went and met him on Sunday. And I picked him up yesterday. And I have a doggo now.
What?
And he's perfect. I know. I don't know. I swear I was not ready. I was not ready. I was not looking. But you, obviously, me and you talk about this all the time. The universe has a way, and it doesn't ask you what you need or want. It just does it. And it did it. And I'm still in disbelief. It happened so freaking fast. I had nothing here. I had to go buy shit. Like, it was wild. And I'm like, okay, so, and their rescue is really popular too. So every time they put stuff on Facebook, they get like a bazillion applications and they just put them in the story. And I looked at it and I'm like, no way. And then, yeah, so when I filled out the application, I guess they lurked my socials and saw that like me and Bean freaking lived a million lifetimes and they saw him, all over the place and they thought it was perfect because this little one is a little spunky monkey. He's a red and white full-bred Boston Terrier, but he looks like a Frenchie Boston. He looks like Bean, only red and white. And he's only 16 months old, and there's nothing wrong with him at all. And he's house-trained. He's perfect. They said the guy who originally owned him paid $2,000 for him. And so if this was 16 months ago, you had said, we think it's like a pandemic fail that this guy got, or apparently this guy got two, and then he had given this one away because he works too much and he didn't have time. And this one's like very playful and he just didn't have time for him. So my dad came over today and met him and they fucking fell in love with each other. He was I swear he had a better reaction to my dad than he had to me when we met. Like they were BFF right away. He was licking his face like crazy. Like they were playing. He's just crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know what's happening. I seriously don't know how this happened, but I'm a mom again. I'm a mom. It's crazy. I don't know. But I swear, I was talking to Dana Newkirk earlier, and I was like, and Robin too, Robin Valentine, we're saying it's going to be so healing for you and blah, blah, blah. And honestly, just like almost immediately, it really does feel like it transferred my grief from like a feeling of like, now when I think about Bean, it's like, oh, he was my soulmate. He was my best friend. We had the best life together. It's like, it's cozy for me now. It's comforting to me because before when I would think about him, it was like, this is fucking bullshit. Why is he gone? I'm so fucking sad. My house is miserable. And now all of a sudden his memory is like nice instead of like heartbreaking, Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened like quite fast. Like, obviously I've been talking to him that's another thing that happened. Like the night before, this was Saturday night when I was going to meet Doggo the next day, I said out loud, I'm like, if you think this fucking sucks, if you're sad that I'm doing this, or if you don't think I'm ready, make it not go through. I'm like, go ahead and fuck it up if it's not the right thing. And everything went perfect. So obviously I have Bean's blessing and I've been talking to this one and I'm like, your big brother's here, blah, blah, blah. And I've been saying like, meet your little brother. So I feel like they'll look out for each other and hang out. And then two, I was going to say there's weird synchronicities. So the doggie's name right now is Cash, which I'm not keeping, but so yeah. So before anybody knew fucking anything, somebody on Twitter tweeted me the other day and it was someone who had asked me previously. They said they have really bad anxiety. and they haven't went on vacation on an airplane in a long time. And they're like, what crystals can I use to get past this and like try and travel? And like, I really want to do this. So I recommended, I think like 4 crystals to them, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm like, it was literally like when I got home from meeting Doggo, or maybe when I was like in the car still, I opened Twitter and it said, the person tweeted at me and they're like, I just want to thank you so much for recommending those crystals. I'm on my first vacation. I'm in Gettysburg and we're staying at the Cash Town Inn. And I'm like, what? And I like wrote back to them and I'm like, you wait till you see the synchronicity. I'm like, I can't talk about it yet. But so yeah, they said that. And then the other sync is Beanie's birthday was May 17th. And I met this doggo on the 17th, which was Sunday. And there's been other stuff that I won't talk about, but it just like all lined up and it's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm not going to believe that this is happening for a while.
I can't believe it's happening.
I know, I wasn't fucking ready. I just lost it. I lost my mind and like.
But you must have been ready.
I guess. I don't know. I know. It was one of those things where like, if I would have thought about it too much, I wouldn't have done it. But from the second I saw him, I'm like, I literally filled out an application online within like 5 fucking minutes. I didn't think about anything. And I'm also kind of proud of myself because I own my house. And one of the things that they made you attach was like a mortgage and like proof that you own your house and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I own my house. Give me that dog. Like, I was like proud of myself that like on paper I look responsible and it like all worked out. And the rescue people couldn't have been nicer. The 2 people that I talked to the most were so freaking nice and they're so happy for him. And they're like, we have a feeling somebody's going to be very spoiled. And I'm like, you honestly have no idea. So, and he does seem relieved. Like I can tell that he's like, oh yeah, I did good. I feel like he knows that he's good now. Like, I guess he was given up, or he landed in the shelter on October 8th. And between the 8th and the 18th, yesterday when I took him home, he had stayed at like 3 different houses. He was with some male dogs for part of it. And I just feel like he's probably kind of worn out and he's doing great. He like slept through the night in my bed. Like I'm a vampire. So I stayed up till 4 a.m. yesterday and he slept next to me. And then we went in the bed and we slept in the bed till frickin' 12:40 in the afternoon. And he didn't even wake up. He didn't pee in the bed or anything. He didn't whine. He didn't do anything. Like we slept like rocks. Woke up today and hung out outside all day. And I have to name him. I've been calling him Tortellini all day, but I can't name him. Can't name him Tortellini. And I've been calling him Peanut Dragon all day. I can't name him Peanut Dragon. I could, but yeah, I know I sound like I'm really excited. I'm like, I don't understand it yet, but he's really great and he's really smart and he sits and he goes outside. I was talking to you about this too, that I do feel like he's been yelled at before. Like when you tell him no, he looks like somebody's going to yell at him really bad or like hit him or something. Like he looks like he'll like sit right down and be like, oh God, I fucked up. Like he looks like he's been yelled at. So I can't wait to like make him feel more comfortable and like make him know that he's never going to get yelled at ever again.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
But that's good for you.
I know. But even it happened when my dad was here earlier too. He like, what did you do? I don't know. He did something outside and then he was like sat on the step and looked all guilty. And then he came in and my dad's like, no one's going to yell at you. Like he noticed it too. So I think he got yelled at. But
I mean, that's what you were saying earlier about how your emotions are like in a transformational stage when you think about being and stuff. Because the reality of the situation is like this dog needs you to be a good mom to him. And you learned to be a good mom through Bean.
I know. Yeah. I got it. I got this. Yeah, I'm really excited. It was so fucking, and everybody knows that I've been traveling a lot and it's just been wretched here. Like it's just been so quiet and you know this too, I'm sure, just from hanging out with me and going to the freaking zoo with me. Like there's different laughs and different happinesses that people have. Like there's a happiness when I hang out with you and we tell jokes and blah, blah, blah. And there's a certain laugh, but there is literally a happiness and a laugh that I only fucking get from animals.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have that here. And it's already bad. Like I laughed a bunch of times yesterday because he's being silly. And I'm like, I missed this.
Yeah.
It's just it's like a soul laugh. It's like a soul happiness.
Yeah. And the added bonus, there's some sadness to this, I think, but there's also the added bonus that there won't be a bunch of wild animals dying from diabetes now.
I know that is the bum out, is that I immediately had to stop feeding the babies in the backyard because I can't have this one getting in a fight with a raccoon or a skunk or getting fleas. So I didn't feed them last night. It was really hard. And so when I took him out last night, I keep like banging on the back door before I open it. And the raccoon was fully perched on the tree, just staring at us. And I'm like,
sorry, buddy, candy time is over.
I know. I feel I still have so many blueberry breakfast bars left. Yeah.
But at least there's not going to be a neighborhood full of diabetic squirrels.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I feel bad because we were talking about how they hibernate. And I'm like, I wish I could have made it till when they hibernate so they could have just like awoken and just moved on or whatever. But I can't have them back there anymore. But
by the way, off topic is I need my lawnmower back.
I know.
My grass is now fully overgrown.
I'll bring it. Well, we can get it tomorrow. What I was going to say too is Sunday after I went and met him, and like at that point, all they had to do on Monday was call my vet and make sure I had a vet and I wasn't a fucking idiot that never took care of my dog. So it was pretty much in the bag at that point. So I met up with you. I'm like, I'm coming to get you right now. We need to go eat food. We need to celebrate, because I was fucking losing it. And we went to this Italian restaurant by us. And of course, and we talk about this too, when we're out of state, we talk about that me and you can't fucking go anywhere without knowing people. Like literally one of us will know somebody either there or working there or driving there. Fucking, we know everybody. So we get to this Italian restaurant that you said you haven't been to in a billion years. And I haven't been to in a billion years. And we walk in and two of the people working.
You wanted to go to Olive Garden.
I did.
And there's no Olive Garden nearby, so you found the Italian restaurant closest.
Yes.
And when we were driving, and then when we didn't realize so many people were getting carryout, but when we walked up, it looked packed. And I said, this won't be any, like I was putting on fake swagger. I was like, this won't be any problem because I know the bartender. And then we walk in the door. Oh, and I also know the maitre d'. Like, and we sat down immediately and felt like Hollywood movie stars.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, the whole waiting room was full. And I was like, oh, we waited. They must have been fucking fuming because we didn't even sit down. We didn't even wait. He's like, right this way. I'm like, oh shit. It was so good. That was sweet as fuck. Cause I was already like on a high and I was starving. It like couldn't have went better. Like, yeah.
Were we really, I mean, I know we were both really starving, but that food was really good.
It was so fucking good. I swear to you, I couldn't eat again until like late the next day. I damaged my body. I ate so much. I was like down. I almost threw up when I got home. That's how much fucking food and I'm not even kidding. I ate like the world was ending.
I would eat it again right now.
I would too, literally right now. Yes, we have to go there. Okay, we'll go there and do it again. But yeah, that was dope as fuck that we just walked right in.
So now I just need to get some cats or a fish.
I know. Somebody has to catch my cats outside. Everybody's been laughing. Okay, so I sent a video to Fairy Godmother of the doggo, and she saw my makeshift cat trap in the video, and she's like, I fucking laughed because it's a laundry basket with sandals tied to it, like platform sandals tied to it so that it's heavier. And then my dad came over here today, and he's like, why do you have sandals tied to a fucking laundry basket? I'm like, Dad, that's my cat trap.
I'm gonna throw a laundry basket over cats is the most ridiculous fucking plot I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, so the trap that my dad gave me is essentially from like fucking Hostel. Like it's terrifying and it's loud and I don't want them to get killed. So I'm like, it's been on my porch. I don't want to use it. So I'm like, I think I could just drop a laundry basket over them when they're eating.
You would have done better to just put a box in your backyard. Because cats will want to get inside of a box and just like as they climb in it, just bring it in the house.
I know. I was gonna do honestly like
trying to run up to a feral cat with a laundry basket is not gonna work.
My porch is elevated and that I always put the food bowl on the ground and then they come and eat it. So I'm like, I'll just stand on the back porch and drop it over them. I could at least get one.
What are you, Wile E. Coyote, trying to catch the roadrunner?
Yes. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I was almost gonna make like a box or with the laundry basket and put a stick and then you pull the stick on a string and then it drops in. It would work. I think it would work.
You were gonna hang it from a string and then put a candle near the string.
No, like tilted like that. And then when
what you're talking about.
I think it would work.
You're talking about a trap that was created.
By Milton Bradley.
by Milton Bradley and Elmer Fudd.
I just don't want them to get hurt in the death trap. Like, if it was me, I'd rather have a laundry basket dropped over my head than this fucking terrifying metal trap. I'm doing my best. They're so skittish, though. Whatever. Just come over and help me. So anyway, we have to name my dog. Anybody who wants to suggest a dog name, as soon as this is posted, I will post pictures of Doggo, and you can suggest names to me. Because I am stumped. I have nothing. I literally have nothing yet.
Oh, so this brings up something. Wait, so this brings up something that we haven't discussed.
What?
So do I have to get a drawing of him done?
From who?
So for the What's Up Weirdo picture.
No, I thought of that, and I kind of just want to leave it because A, I don't want to replace Bean because he was the OG, and B, I feel like they look enough similar to where in the black and white logo, nobody would really think. Look, if somebody was a new listener to the podcast, they might just think that was the dog I have now.
What if I get a drawing done of the new doggo and I put him behind our shoulders in the middle between us, like he's peeking his head up over the top? Bean will still be in front. You'll be on one side, I'll be the other, and then you'll see a new doggo head peeking up between us.
Well, wait, what if we make Bean transparent, like a ghost Bean, and then we put the new dog?
Oh, we could do that too.
Yeah. Okay, we might have to redo it. I like it how it is.
I could put new doggo where Bean is now, and I could put ghost Bean floating over your shoulder.
But wait, what if you get like two cats and then our logo just gets fucking out of control?
No, that's what I'm kind of hoping.
One of us gets like a lizard and there's just like a fucking lizard on it.
Eventually you just can't even see us. It's just a bunch of cartoon animals.
And then we get bought by like Animal Planet and we're just not even a weird podcast anymore. We just talk about animals. That's essentially all we do anyway. Oh.
And if you don't think for a minute that the graphic I create for this episode isn't us with a laundry basket hanging over our heads, you're absolutely wrong.
I'll just take a picture of the fucking trap and send it to you because it's worse than it sounds. It's really, really stupid. Doggo is drinking a lot of water in the background. Dobby. What else was I going to bring up? You said you've been practicing the soft wake up.
Yeah, I have. I'm still learning how to do a soft wake up, but I've been waking up and then spending maybe like 10 to 20 minutes not getting directly out of bed. I didn't do great today. Today I did exactly what I normally do, which is immediately hop out of bed and make coffee.
I shot right up today too because I thought this one was going to pee in my bed. But normally my soft wake up is anywhere from an hour to 2 hours long.
Jesus Christ.
Like, and you know this too when we're on road trips. Like if we have to, like when we have to be out of the hotel at 12, I will make myself wake up at 10 and then do a soft wake up until like 11:15.
Until 12?
Yeah. And then I'll throw everything in a bag in fucking 4 minutes.
And then you'll ask me to get us a late checkout.
Yes. And coffee and a donut. You know, I just need time to wake up. I can't stand. I'm like disoriented if I stand right up. I have to, and it's like, you have to see if there's any fires on your fucking phone. Like, let me see if let me see if the world's on fire. Let me check my email. Let me check my fucking whatever.
I could not wake up to go to school when I was.
Oh, no, never.
I could not. Never. It was such a fucking problem at my house. Till the last fucking minute, just in bed, I could not motivate myself to go to school.
No, we're not morning people. There's either morning people or night people. And it's like, I hit my stride from like 8 at night to 4 in the morning.
My dad got into a point, there was a while where my dad would kick the door to my room open with his foot and scream, it's showtime, as he stripped all the blankets off of my bed while I was sleeping.
Your dad's a murderer. That's fucked up, honestly. I hate that.
He would squirt me with squirt guns too to wake me up.
I thought you said scorpions. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
No, squirt guns. I'd be sleeping.
Like,
I'd be completely asleep, and it was the same every morning. Like you can't remember it because you're sleeping, but I'd be sleeping, and then all of a sudden, like I would just like start to wipe my face. It would feel wet, and then like eventually, like my eyes would burst open, and my dad would be like, "Squeak, squeak, squeak, squeak," like spraying me with a squirt gun to wake me up.
I think that's like legitimately child abuse.
I mean, I dug that fucking tunnel. There were a lot of things going on at the Tenney house that probably weren't too kosher.
Yeah. And you still honestly don't wake up till the last second. You'll let me do my soft wake up, and then I'll get up and start getting ready. And then you're like, let me know when it's like 11:50.
Yeah. Yeah. But then once I'm awake, I'm awake.
Yeah. I'm not awake for like 2 hours.
Like, you know that. Like, once I get out of bed, brush my teeth, dressed, and have coffee and a cigarette. And within 10 minutes of my eyes getting out of bed. Yeah, without eyes open, up out of bed, dressed, outside, smoking and drinking coffee.
Yeah, you walk right out of the room. I can't do that.
And the world thanks you for not doing that. Because if you could see yourself, woo.
I know I look like Danzig when I wake up. No thanks. Oh. Well, I have to tell you about something. I haven't told you about this yet. So a lovely girl that I know who's like got a big following on Instagram. She has a very popular website that teaches you how to be cruelty free and like post cruelty free like clothes and makeup and stuff. And she gets a lot of sponsorships. So anyway, this is the freaking DM she sends me today. And I'm going to read it to you verbatim because it's fucking perfect. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be sharing this information, but whatever. Here's the DM. Real weird random question time. I've been talking to a casting director of a dating show based around Bigfoot hunting. They asked if I knew anyone who might be interested. Would you be? I'm seeing it as a way to potentially learn more about Bigfoot and maybe go on a trip. Not to meet someone, to be honest. I have a video interview tomorrow. Do I need to go on a Bigfoot dating show? I'm dead.
I mean, you know this. For almost 10 years now, I have tried to pitch a paranormal dating show.
That's what I was thinking. And then listen, so she sent me a screenshot of the person's, is basically, yeah, when she sent me a screenshot of what they were pitching, and it's literally like people spend time together in the woods learning how to go Bigfoot hunt and then see if there's a chance for love. And I'm like, that's literally Tenney's show.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my show, Scared of Love.
Yeah, Scared of Love.
Yeah, you have one that's a Bigfoot episode where people are out in the forest. You have one that's a ghost episode where they have to spend time in a haunted house. You have one that's a UFO episode where they have to go out into the desert and look for UFOs. And you have challenges in all of those events. And
well, okay, I guess the only difference is like this one sounds like almost like the real world where there'd be like 10 or 12 different people, and then you just see if anybody hits it off. But yours was like Rock of Love, where it'd be like you or like a paranormal celebrity, and then like people would compete to win them, right?
Yeah, that's why it's so much fun, because there's so many good challenges. Like just being out in the woods is just going to be like Naked and Afraid Big Brother, like, and the Bigfoot will play second tier to it. Like mine really coasts into the paranormal stuff. Like you can have, like on the Bigfoot one, you can have like the producers can not actual Bigfoot tracks, but you can have someone make Bigfoot tracks, and whoever gets the best plaster cast or whoever can find the most Bigfoot tracks like gets to go to the next level.
Yeah. Yours would be legitimate. I know, that's why I said, that's what I wrote back. I'm like, actually, me and Tenney just need to host this show. I don't think I need to be on it. If we were the host of the show, it'd be so funny because I would be the one who's like fucking obsessed with like dating shows and reality TV, and you would be like the legit para person.
Yeah.
Well, she's having the Zoom interview tomorrow, so I told her to give me more information.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how my life is. I get DMs asking me about Bigfoot dating shows.
Yeah, I get DMs from producers asking me if I have any stories that I want to give them for their terrible paranormal reality shows, and I always say no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't work for free, bitch. And I'm supposed to go to New York in 2 weeks. Now I have to bring a brand new doggo. Whoops.
Yeah, you gotta drive.
I do. I was gonna fly. I already booked my fucking flight, so now I have to try and cancel it. See if they'll give me credit. Luckily, the hotel that I booked is pet friendly, but I was just thinking about it today that now I have to bring a car and park a car, which is $55 a day in New York. Whoops. So it's gonna be more expensive, but it'll be fun. We can bond in the car. He's good too. I was telling you yesterday, or yeah, when I got to your house to show him to you, because you were the first person to meet him ever. Bean would literally, we would go on an 8-hour drive and Bean would sit up and pant the entire time. He would not lay down. He would not give himself a break. He would tire himself out all day. And this one, we were in the car for fucking 5 minutes and then he curled up in the dog bed chair and went to sleep in the car. Didn't even care.
I know. And we're entering the passing of an era. It's very sad. You know what the era of passing is? John in the front seat. Like,
it was so short.
It was I liked it so much. I'll look back on those days fondly when I used to be able to sit in the front seat of your car.
Everybody that follows our Instagram or my Instagram or whatever, Beanie his car seat was in the front, and since he rode with me more than anybody else, I never took the car seat out, and anybody that drove with me, they had to sit in the back. So when he passed, I kept it in there for a while because I didn't want to fucking take it out because it felt disgusting. But then I finally took it out. It was when we were going to Wisconsin the first time. I was like, This is the time I gotta take it out. Tenney's gonna sit in the front, and then you got to sit in the front all summer. And then I picked you up the other day, and the dog seat was back in the front seat. And you're like, I'm demoted again. I do want to, like, honestly, the next road trip we go on.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. No, I don't. Listen, I'll tell you right now. I don't mind when I'm driving with you. I'm safer in the back seat.
I think you are, honestly.
No, I am.
I know. And you don't do like the floor break as much because you're just like back there.
Yeah, because it's safer.
I know. Well, we can see anyway if he'll tolerate sitting in the back. Because if he's just going to lay down and go to sleep, maybe he won't care. We'll see how it goes.
Well, I enjoyed it while it lasted.
I know. That was funny though. I'm like, that was the nice chair that Eric Heft gave me too. I had a different car seat for Beanie, and I didn't feel right picking him up in Beanie's chair yesterday. So Eric Heft had given me a different car seat, and that's what I used yesterday when I went and got him. And they were like really impressed. They like took him out to the car and they're like, "Oh, look at him! Someone's fancy." Like he had like a whole like fucking set up already. And I'm like, "Yeah, you have no clue. This one's never gonna want for anything." And then I was telling them too how I have a stroller and we go to antique malls and all the old people always talk to the doggo and they get excited. So I'm like, he'll go everywhere with us. Don't worry. He's a very good kid so far. I'm very excited. It was and I wait till you see the thing that he does in the morning. This morning he woke up, like he was sleeping at the end of the bed most of the night. So then in the morning, he kind of like wormed his way up to where I was and went under my arm and then like turned on his back. And then he puts all 4 of his legs up in the air like a fucking dead turtle and just stays with his arms so straight up in the air for so long, like he's just a roadkill. You're gonna love it. It's so funny. I have straight legs. What's it? What happened? You hear something? What? What you hear? He has a very quiet bark too. Even when he barks full steam, it's like a quiet bark.
Yeah.
Which again leads me to believe he's been yelled at.
Right.
Because he doesn't bark that much. I think he hears animal noises outside though.
Is that his bark? That little snorty sound?
Well, that's not his full-on bark, but he's definitely being like, because he hears something. What'd you hear? What'd you hear? What'd you hear? I didn't even hear anything. But yeah, he just got neutered on Thursday. He's still got stitches in his little undercarriage. I'm trying to keep him calm. What do you hear?
Rolling into a whole new decade, a whole new era.
I know. I kept thinking that too. And I'm like, this is a big commitment. Like, it's so long. I had Beanie for 14 years. I'm like, I'm really taking on something again that's going to be around for like a long time.
Yeah, you'll be like 70.
You're so fucking rude. I'm gonna throw my laptop. God, you're gonna be fucking 70. Fuck off.
I'll be dead by then.
You're not gonna die. You're probably gonna outlive me.
No.
Yup.
No.
Nope.
I have to go. If we get my lawnmower tomorrow, can we also? I need to get Halloween candy.
Okay. We should go to the post or the PO box too.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have to make a list next time for Patreon birds. I know I said I was going to do it,
Yeah.
and I forgot to do it.
How are we gonna fit the lawnmower and everything in this fucking car with the dog in the car? What we'll have to do is we'll go to the cemetery. We'll go to the post office box. We'll go get candy. I'll bring him back here, and then we'll bring the lawnmower to your house real fast.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll get some kind of food. That was the other thing that just really felt like a thing that I had to do because it was like a celebration. Yesterday, I was supposed to work until like 8, and then I was supposed to pick the doggo up at 8:15 at the rescue. Both of my clients went by so fucking fast, and my second client only wanted like a smattering of freckles. She barely wanted anything. So I got done with work at 6:30, and I texted them. I'm like, I'm done with work early. I'm like, tell them I can come early. And she said they had already set up like staff and like time for 8:15. So she's like, just keep it like that. So what did I do? I went to Del Taco's and I sat on the parking lot and ate Del Taco in my car, lived my best life. And then I went into Pet Supplies Plus and bought him more toys and treats. And then I went there and I was 35 minutes early. And
I just like sitting in your car in the parking lot of Del Taco, smashing fucking tacos in your mouth.
It was good. So then they showed up like 15 minutes early, so it worked out. But it was a good day. I had to get Del Tacos. Oh, and then Fairy Godmother, she texted me the other day and all it said was, I'm getting Del Taco again for dinner. Fuck you. Like I gave her like an addiction. She never had it before, and then she got it because of our podcast, and then now she can't stop. I'm like, I don't feel bad about that.
No.
It is way more expensive than the Taco Bell Craveitarian box.
Yeah. I need to get a couple of those Craveitarian boxes.
And maybe we can get that tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Okay, we'll go to the post office, get Craveitarian boxes.
Go to the graveyard.
Yeah, we could eat the Crave boxes in the graveyard.
All right.
I want to go. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you where.
You mean a specific cemetery?
Yeah.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah. This is random, but we found out today that, okay, we kind of slammed Halloween Kills a little bit. And then I was validated this week, though, when I saw quite a few people on Twitter go like, wasn't that great. I mean, some people thought it was really great, but it's fine. It's just not that great. But anyway, we saw today on Twitter that, okay, so we were, and this is like the last few Halloweens, we're like, how the fuck do they keep putting Donald Pleasance, that's his name, right? Donald Pleasance? How do they keep getting him in the movie? And in this one in particular, it was so convincing, and it was like long ass scenes that we hadn't seen him in before. And then you said it was probably a deep fake, and then I was like, oh yeah, you're probably right. And then we saw on Twitter today, it was fucking practical effects. It was like prosthetics, and it looked so fucking good. No,
it's so good. I thought to myself, like, this is really good deep fake. Like, the technology looks really good. It blows my mind that I didn't even think the reason it looks so real is because it's real. It's prosthetics. It's practical effects.
Yeah, if anybody can Google it or whatever, it was on Twitter. And they showed the guy, like the model that they put the prosthetics on. And honestly, that guy kind of looked like him. It was like passable. But then the makeup that they did on him was like unreal.
Practical effects are, I've been watching, I watch Star Trek all the time. And they have like remastered Star Treks where they've replaced all of the old shitty models with like computer generated 3D models and stuff. And when I was watching the old Star Treks, when they were shitty models versus the new upgraded one with CGI, my brain, the models look like real ships because they're real ships. They exist somewhere, and my brain knows that. And when my brain is looking at the CGI ships, it's like, that looks like garbage. My brain knows it's not real.
Yep.
And like that Donald Pleasance was perfect, and it's because it's practical effects. I mean, I bet you they touched it up with CGI and stuff, but I think like it's pretty amazing. And I think that when you were saying people reviewing it, I think they were all saying the same things that we said, which is it's a good film, but the second half is like kind of just falls apart. Did you see the screen cap that someone did of the crowd? Spoilers for the movie, I guess. The crowd at the end, when they all show up, like all the neighborhood people show up to kind of take on Michael Myers, and someone did a screen cap because there's a lady standing with an iron.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's her weapon. She brought a clothing iron.
I mean, fair.
What are you going to use it as? Brass knuckles? Pop you in the face?
Just swung it like that.
If you swung it on its electrical cord, that would brain the fuck out of somebody.
Yeah, that'd be like Kill Bill.
Yeah.
That would be your move. You say you're self-proclaimed the only person who still uses an iron. That would be like your finishing move.
I iron once a week.
I know, and you iron in our hotels all the time, and I'm still stunned that there's an ironing board and an iron in there.
I am so happy that we still have ironing boards and irons in hotel rooms.
I just hang whatever shirt I'm wearing in the shower and then take a long ass shower in it.
By the way, speaking of travel stuff in hotels, I got a text from Amy Bruni because Amy discovered collapsible silicone tea kettles that you can take on trips with you. And she was like, did you know about these? And I sent her a picture of the one that I have in my suitcase that I make coffee. And she's like, of course you have one of these.
Is that what you brought the other day?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I could make us coffee in the hotel room. I might be old, but I know my shit.
I got tricks, bitch.
I got tricks, Carol Baskin.
Oh, brother. Fuck. Leave it in the house. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kind of used to it now. Oh my God, you did it at the zoo. What the fuck did you say?
I don't remember.
Dude, you were fucking bringing up an animal and you did it out of nowhere and I almost fucking spit my drink out. What animal starts with bleh, bleh, however you make that noise?
I don't remember.
That was a good day. We were so happy.
It was
and
a
there was
good
nobody
day.
there. That was the least people I've ever seen at a zoo in my life. There was nobody around us. Nobody. I feel
We
like
saw the butterflies. We saw the butterflies.
we saw butterflies and we saw, I don't know, but I feel like there's honestly like 60 people there. Not even kidding. In the whole fucking Detroit Zoo.
There was not a lot of people there.
There was none. It was so good. And everybody there was so chill. They had like costumes on and when they were handing out like complimentary treat bags for like kids and you went over to that lady and you're like, can she have a treat bag?
And you got a treat bag. There was a guy juggling bowling balls and
there was witches and like dancing ladies and we got 2 different ciders.
next time we go, though, we have to ride the train. We didn't ride the train.
We will. It just got fixed. It's going to be on. Don't worry. We can go again in like a week. We have a zoo pass.
We're going to ride the train.
Wow. We will. We have to see those other bears, so we have to go early.
Yeah.
What are you watching this weekend? I'm binging that You show that you said you don't know what it is, and I only have 1 episode left. I have to watch the finale of season 3 after this. I'm like dying.
Nothing. I binged watched all of Star Trek Enterprise, all 4 seasons.
Oh, jeez.
That's
How
all.
many times have you seen it?
Never. I've never seen that Star Trek show. It stars Scott Bakula.
Oh boy, where's he been?
Well, I mean, that show is from 2004, so.
Scott Bakula. We have to say it like Baskin.
Scott Bakula.
It had like no ending. I hate it.
Did they put him in one of those weird, like, old dogs movies where it was supposed to be a bunch of cool older guys, where it's like John Travolta and Chris Rock and Paul Blart and Scott Bakula, and they're all supposed to be cool old guys?
That sounds terrible, but I would believe that it would be real. I feel like when I think of Scott Bakula, I also think of that guy who hosted that what is that fucking show? Is This True or Not? What the fuck is that show?
Is it true or not?
That guy with the dark Jonathan something, Jonathan Frakes. Is that his
Oh,
name?
Jonathan Frakes, yeah.
I feel like those 2 are just like boys.
Well, they were both on Star Trek.
No.
They're both on Star Trek.
They are?
Yeah, Jonathan Frakes was Riker on Next Generation, and Scott Bakula is Jonathan Archer on Star Trek Enterprise.
I don't even know, but I know.
Yeah, worlds colliding. You didn't even know. You put 2 Star Trek people together.
I did. What is the fucking mystery show?
It's called, I don't even know that. Jonathan Frakes show is garbage. It's like Real or Not or something like that. Yeah.
But it's like a famous GIF or meme now. It's like a thing.
Yeah, because people take all of the clips of Jonathan Frakes saying, do you believe it? What do you think? You think it's real? You think it's crazy? You think it's weird? What do you think?
That's powerful.
Like, it's just over and over.
It's very powerful.
He's so dry.
I love it.
Riker's the worst.
Yeah, I don't know about any of that.
You've never really watched any Star Trek, have you?
I watched the originals when I was little. I was very into it. I had a fucking the fucking thing.
A communicator.
Yes, I had one of those. It was a keychain and it went boo 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 when you opened it. It did. I wish I still had that. It was so cute.
I'm going to take that sound that you just made and I'm going to edit it into an episode of Star Trek. And whenever they open up their communicators, it's going to go, pew, pew, pew.
It's going to be exactly like it. Oh my God. That should be the noise at the end of our episodes now. Instead of the boop, 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 it'll go pew, 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 pew. Oh my God. Really dumb. So yeah, we have to give people more birds. What do we have to do? We're having an event in a week and a half to 2 weeks, whatever it is. It's like half sold. So people need to buy more tickets. My little sister was talking about today trying to come. She's trying to get off work. I talked to my brother today.
I have to tell ghost stories on WDET tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you have to be up early tomorrow.
I have a wedding to perform on Saturday.
Dang.
Yeah.
What are you going to wear?
What I normally wear.
You could wear that nice white jacket that you got for the...
Oh, that's the other thing I have to do is I have to go to you have to take me to dry cleaners.
Oh, okay.
I have a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be dry cleaned.
Okay, we can go. Just make a list.
All right.
I feel like there's something else I had to do too. To go to the P.O. box. Oh, do you still have to go to Pontiac?
You know what? If we can put it off for a while.
I have to go by December 1st.
Okay, that's fine. But I just realized the stuff that I need to go to Pontiac for at the Oakland County Clerk's office. Mm-hmm. After I do the wedding on Saturday, since I'm the officiant, I have to turn the paperwork in to the Oakland County Clerk in Pontiac.
Perfect. So you have to do two things. I have to do one thing.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go soon.
So perfect timing for that.
Perfect. Are you doing anything while I'm in New York?
Partying.
Oh, okay. But do you have any event? I don't know if you do.
I still don't remember when you're going to New York.
First weekend in November.
I have that event. I have Mid-Michigan on that week, that first Sunday or first weekend, I think.
That was my question.
Yeah, but that's only like one day.
Do you really have that weekend?
I think so, yes.
I was going to ask you if you want to come to New York with us, I think.
No. Andrea Perrin's going to be there. Did you know that?
I think I did. I thought that one went by already. Didn't she do the UFO con?
Yes.
She's coming back already?
Yep.
Dang. You're sure? Yeah, you didn't talk about how you did a show with her the other day.
Oh, yeah, I did her first premiere show on KGRA, A World Awakening.
I watched most of it.
Andrea and I bullshitting for 2 hours.
Yeah. But I forget what I was doing. And then I turned it on. I watched, what were you guys talking about? I don't remember. Lots of stuff. You guys talked about lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, but it was nice. We love her. And she texted me the next day too. And yeah. Well, I feel like we're missing stuff. What have we done?
I feel like we've got too much.
We don't. There's more. Because we're busy. I still have to write an article for I got hired kind of by a MMA website, and I have to write my articles. That's a news drop that people don't know about.
About crystals?
Yeah, my crystal keys got picked up, baby.
Oh shit! Look out! You're just a casual MMA follower. I know.
According to fucking basement dwellers on Twitter, I'm a casual and I don't fucking know anything. But guess again, bitch. So yeah. I think I'm gonna write my 2 articles tomorrow or Thursday because now I don't work till Friday. I pushed one of my appointments off so I can spend more time with this tiny nug. And I think I'm gonna bring him to work with me on Friday because I can do whatever I want. I can't wait for everybody to see him. He's so handsome.
He's a very handsome boy.
He is. He's so pretty. He's so pretty. He has amber eyeballs. He is very soft. He has a squishy head. I think he'll come out of his shell more. I still feel like he's not able to be his funnest self. He's very scaredy.
Once he realizes that he's in a place where he's going to stay, you'll see him be different. He's probably been in too many houses with too many different people and changing too much. When he gets some stability and realizes this is my home. Mm-hmm. This is my mom.
I know. This is my first rescue ever in my life. Bean was not a rescue. I got him from a couple in Ohio, and they were just they weren't breeders. They just had dogs who had puppies. But this is my first rescue ever. It's really weird starting at a point where he's already housebroken and neutered and I didn't have to do anything. It's fucking weird. But I do feel like I have to set him at ease. That's my job.
That's your job.
And that's another reason, I was thinking about it, or I didn't know you had him in Michigan, but I was if I had him longer, I would consider asking you to watch him for the weekend. But I'm I can't be apart from him. Because, so he apparently got given up on October 8th. Then he got adopted on 18th. And in that point, so that's 10 days. And then I'm what, in 14 days, I'm going to leave for 5 days? He's going to think he got fucking given up again.
Right, exactly.
I have to bring him with me. I have no choice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring him. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. And I got a really nice hotel room.
Get him used to adventures.
Yeah, I have to. And driving through Pennsylvania is easy. We can stop wherever we want. I can take my time. Go to graveyards, whatever. Big things. So everybody can help me name him. I was telling the rescue ladies too. I'm going to talk about him on the podcast later. And I'm like, I have a good feeling that this one's going to get a whole bunch of shit sent to our PO box. I was going to get some toys. I felt, oh yeah, that happened too. Like I was so, obviously you already know I'm a fucking idiot and I'm always frazzled and I always forget things. So I went to the rescue last night and there was a lot of moving parts. I had to fill out the paperwork. I had to bring a leash. I had to whatever the fuck. So I get him in the car. I got everything. And then he had like a bag of his stuff, like his starter food that they had him on and all of his toys that had his smell on him. And I fucking forgot everything. I forgot his whole bag at the rescue. So my dad was coming today and he has to go right by there. So I'm like, can you get his bag? So I think that's why he was like obsessed with my dad when he got here, because he had his bag full of his shit and he dumped it out and he was like, he's like, these are my toys. These are my own. So he freaked out. But yeah, it was like, really, this is starting out great. I just forget the baby's. Oh, that's like forgetting the baby's diaper bag on the fucking first day. I'm such an idiot. But we managed.
You made it work.
We made it work. He's fine. He's so quiet. I can't believe he slept this whole episode. I mean, He barked a little bit. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. And he definitely doesn't snore as much as Bean. They were like, just be aware that he does snore. I'm like, I'm used to that. And he hasn't barely snored at all. He's so quiet. Like, if this was Bean right now, you would hear him snoring on the fucking...
Has he gassed you out yet?
Oh, yeah. God, yeah. His gas is terrible.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, any Bostons or Frenchies or Pugs or Bulldogs all have the worst gas because they breathe funny, but... This one's switching over food too, so he's a rotten egg right now for sure. Yeah. But I don't care. He was like audibly farting the whole time my dad was here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gas monkey. Gas monkey. All right. So anything
All
else?
right.
Are we done?
I think that's it.
I think we're done. Should we do? Is next week would be the week of Halloween? 7? Yeah. We'll have to do Halloween. You'll have to tell a spooky story next week or some kind of case story.
I'll tell a spooky story. Maybe I'll play spooky music.
Yeah, make a song.
I already have a song called The Halloween Frog.
Well, let's play it next week.
Ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, ribbit, ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, croak. That's your preview of the Halloween Frog song.
Okay. You've been singing the song from Community, right?
What? What's that?
A werewolf song. Is it from Community?
No, it's from 30 Rock. Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
Oh. Yes.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Spooky, scary. Boys becoming men. Men becoming wolves. I gotta find you a clip of that.
I know, send it to me. Do it. Oh, I didn't show you. Did I show you? I got the baby a Dracula toy. It's a little coffin and it has a Dracula in it.
Ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, ribbit. Ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, croak. That's the Halloween Frog song.
We have to watch Psychomania with Josh.
You don't care about the Halloween Frog song?
I do. I'm listening, but you're not getting to the Halloween part, so you just sound like a frog.
If you ever hear dancing, singing, witches, and jack-o'-lanterns everywhere I've seen, while ghosts and goblins haunt all of the shadows, it very well just be Halloween. Spiders spin their webs and try to catch you. The air is full of bats that make you scream. There's ghouls in the graveyard, and they want out. They know that tonight is Halloween, but don't be afraid, you're protected. There's no way that you'll be affected. All you do is sing a song of the Halloween Frog. Ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, ribbit, ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, croak.
Holy cow. Wait, do you play that to music normally, or is this just...
Yeah, I have a whole guitar part for it. That's only the first verse.
Oh my God, play it next week. Wait, and I have a follow-up question. Is that supposed to be a human singing the song or like a frog singing the song?
No, it's a human. You sing the song of the frog so that the things will leave you alone.
Okay, got it.
The woods are dark and full of werewolves, vampires and mummies haunt your dreams. Just hop, 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 and they'll run away, and you'll be safe this Halloween. When all the monsters hear you singing loudly, they'll disappear from your sight. They'll know you know the secret of the Halloween Frog, and Halloween will be a happy night. Ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, ribbit, ribbit, croak, ribbit, croak, croak.
Okay, bravo, first of all. Second of all, you have to sing it next week with music. Third of all, that needs to be a children's book.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay, me too. I'm gonna go take the babo outside.
Okay.